Welcome and thank you for joining me for our gentle morning warm-up for our upper body. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Mel and I'm here to guide you through all things yoga. For today's practice, we will be utilizing a yoga strap. Now this yoga strap can be replaced with many household items, a scarf, a belt, even a dish towel if it's long. Dog leashes also work excellent. We will use this to help open our shoulders. Optional props are going to be a blanket or towel folded and 1 to 2 blocks. Now these both are optional because these are things that we can use to enhance our practice if we crave, and I'll always give you options of when and where we can use them. When you are ready, we're going to get started in what we call our Sukhasana, our cross-legged seat. I like to take one of these blocks and take a seat on it. Finding a cross-legged position, you could also sit onto a blanket, towel, or block. Rock back and forth, begin to find some intuitive movement, just let the body move you. That could look like rolling out the wrists, wiggling the fingers and toes. You could roll out the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the brow. You can rock back and forth. I want you to start to find exploration in your movement. When I say intuitive movement, what I mean is I want you to explore your body's movement. That could look like pressing one knee away and then the other as you lean to one side. That could look like finding some twists. You could reach the upper arms up overhead. These don't have to be yoga poses. Not putting stress or expectation on these movements. Take 2 more breaths, just wiggling. It could be wiggling to get more comfortable with the legs, option to pull the feet in closer, option to bring blankets, folded towels, little pillows, or blocks below the knees for extra support. As we stay grounded in the legs, let's take note of the pelvis. Rotating the pelvis forward, shoulders stacking with hips. Lightly squeezing the shoulder blades together, draw them down the spine, little tuck to the chin as you lengthen from behind the ears. Palms can face down for a more centering sensation. Palms can flip up as more surrender. Close the eyes and breathe in and out through the nose. Starting to notice your natural flow of breath in and out. Finding greater connection with the expansion of the lungs. Getting better acquainted with the very emptying of the lungs, squeezing all of the breath out. Offering a stretch for the lungs and the muscles that surround them, inhaling to get larger in the body and breath. Exhaling to let all of that breath out, not leaving any residual air behind. Connecting with your breath in this moment, in this space. Seeing if you can make every inhale just as long as the exhale. Start to build a rhythm. Although this may feel a lot like just sitting here, may feel like a lot of struggle to become present, that is natural. As we actively begin to train the mind to listen to the breath, to listen for the breath, observing how the rhythm of the breath affects the heart rate, the mind, the blood pressure. Calming yourself, soothing yourself. Give yourself 2 more breaths. Just try to be here in this moment. Not feeling that you need to ignore the sensations you feel or come to this mystical blank space in the mind, but just feeling your breath enter and exit your body. Beginning to find circles with the neck, guide the head around in every direction. Slow, mindful circles. Option to pair these movements with breath. Inhaling when the chin guides down to the chest. Exhaling when the chin guides up to the sky. Staying with breath, slow, gentle movements, switch directions when you're ready, switching the breath. Inhaling when the head guides up, exhaling when the chin guides down. Not being overwhelmed by the sensation, but allowing yourself to observe what you feel, accept it, and let it go. One more breath, bring it all the way around. Complete that next circle. As the head joins you back into center, reach the neck long, top of the head up to the ceiling, draw the shoulders down and back. Inhale with me to the top. Exhale, side out of the mouth. Roll through the shoulders. Dramatic rolls, pressing the shoulders forward like they're going to touch in front of you. Pulling the shoulders up to the ears, guiding them back, then pulling them down. Making these exaggerated movements. Maybe that means it moves the elbows too. You can T-Rex the arms if you like. Find more of a winged motion. Switching directions whenever you crave. Bring in 3 more big circles. Noticing if you can keep your breath with the movement. We start to ask those inhales to nourish the body, the exhales to release. Rolling the shoulders back and down, coming into center. Plant the hands onto the knees, spread the fingers wide. Plant each finger down one at a time. With some seated cat and cows, inhale, press the heart forward, lift the chin up, using the hands to pull the body forward, dragging you forward. Lift the chin, one more inhale. On the exhale, begin to press the knees away, start tucking the tailbone, pull the ribs back behind you, draw the shoulders down together, chin draws to the chest, very last, seated cat. Inhale, cow, dive forward with the chin, lift it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, elbows tuck in, hands pull forward. Exhale, round and cat. Find your flow with your breath, inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. 2 more of these. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One last one. Inhale it all the way up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale it all the way. Go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Finding a neutral spine, staying grounded in the legs here. Now, if this becomes at any point uncomfortable for the legs, you can switch the legs. One foot that was in front could come behind. You could extend one leg long. You could extend both legs long. Honor what your body needs above all else. As we anchor down, we're going to take our strap in hand. Beginning to wrap the strap around to the palms. We want the strap considerably wider than shoulder distance because we can shorten it as we need. Grounding down, and again, like I said, rearrange the legs anytime you crave. Staying grounded in the legs, long in the spine, having that strap wrapped around the palms so the fingers do not get fatigued. Reaching that strap out in front of you, having that strap a little wider than shoulder distance. As you inhale, reach the hands up, strap up overhead. Now, naturally, as we reach up, the shoulders are going to want to come to the ears. I want you to draw the shoulders down the spine. Equally tuck the chin, lengthen up from behind the ears. So you're dropping the shoulders down into the girdle. Letting that isolate that stretch. Let their tension be on the strap. So you don't have to use the strength of your shoulders to hold yourself here. Finding big deep breaths. See if you could lock out the arms if it's in your practice. One more inhale here. Little tuck of the chin. On the exhale, keep the spine centered. Just move the arms over to the right. Keeping the tension on the strap. Keeping both arms locked opening that side. Only take it as far as feels good. As you keep the spine straight to start, one more inhale, spine is straight. On the exhale, crescent moon shape with the spine start to bend, keeping the center of gravity over the hips. So we're not leaning so far we fall. We are isolating these movements. Neck is long, spine is long. We're pulling, then we press the ribs out to the side, crescent moon shape with the spine. You got it. Bottom of your breath. Let that tension go. Inhale the arms back to center. Drop the shoulders in the sockets. Take one breath to neutralize. Soften. It's natural to hold tension here. It's natural not to like this. It's okay, I promise. One more inhale. Spine stays straight. Exhale, take the arms over. So head, neck, and shoulder, head, neck, and spine stay totally stacked. We're just guiding the arms over, tension on the strap, starting to open that. Big stretch for the scapula here, that shoulder blade, big stretch for that armpit. Neck is long, one more inhale here, lock out the arms. On the exhale, crescent moon shape with the spine, start pulling the ribs out to the side. Again, keeping that center of gravity, that most of that weight over the hips, so we're not pulling so hard that we're falling over. Reaching up, lengthen, then find your curve. One more breath. Let it out. Inhale, bring the hands back to center. Drop the shoulders into their sockets. One breath here to neutralize. So we slowly goalpost the arms, pulling the elbows down, keeping the tension on the strap, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Try to avoid scrunching here. So we're not pulling the head back. We are lifting and lengthening, tucking the chin. This will be hard. Bring in one more full breath. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, drop the elbows down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly bring it back and around. Set the strap down, shake the hands loose. Ooh, shake those shoulders loose. Start to let that heat dissipate, little circles with the neck, whatever you crave. Releasing the hands down to the side, shining the palms forward, squeezing those shoulder blades together now that we've gotten to know that space better. When you are ready, inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Palms face one another. Take a look between the hands up to the sky, lifting in the heart. Keep the spine stacked. One more inhale. On the exhale, twist to the right. Right hand plants behind you. Left hand onto the knee. Lifting up, up, up first, then exhaling to find a deeper twist. One more inhale, get a little taller. Let the exhale find a greater twist. Slowly unwind. Inhale the hands up, unwind to center. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. One breath. Absorbing that movement, release the hands down to the side, shine the palms forward. Inhale, reach up, look up. On the exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right hand onto the knee. We inhale to get taller first. Then we exhale to ring out. So we create space, inhaling, and we exhale to release it all. One more breath. Inhale, reach up, come to center. On the exhale, roll forward to a tabletop. Hands come below shoulders, knees below hips. Spread the fingers wide. Shift the hips from side to side. Tuck the toes under if it's in your practice. Let the head hang heavy. You meet back into neutral. Rock the body forward and backward. A little more love for the hands, wrists, and shoulders. Pumping a little more blood flow back into the legs. Help pumping the lymphatic system in the groin. Body comes back into neutral, hands below shoulders, knees under hips once again, keeping those toes tucked under. We're going to find our puppy pose. So the knees stay at hip distance, toes remain tucked under as we lower the heart directly down to the mat. So we crawl the hands forward, pressing the heart down into the mat. Chin can come to the mat or onto a block. You can rest the third eye onto a mat if you choose. You could take one ear to the mat or the other. Breathe deep. Sigh it out anytime you crave. Coming back to those rhythmic breaths where the inhales are just as long as those exhales. Softening into the body every time you expel the breath. One more full breath here, all the way to the top. Sigh it away. As we crawl the body back up to that tabletop, roll through the shoulders, roll out the neck. Neutralizing the body for just one moment, center in tabletop, shoulder blades lightly pulling apart. Slight engage to the core to stabilize. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle, dive that right arm under the left. Surrender with the ear down to the mat. I prefer my ear onto a block, blanket, or little pillow. Pressing into that left hand for a deeper twist. You could reach that left arm up to the sky, bring it around to the small of the back. 2 more breaths here. See if you can square the hips, likely having to pull that left hip back. Inhale to the top. Exhale, let it go. One more of those. Pressing into the left hand, inhale, unwind, reach up into the sky. Exhale, tabletop, roll through those shoulders. Back to neutral, back to center. Inhale, left arm reaches up. On the exhale, thread the needle, reach and lower. Ear can come onto the mat or onto a block. Finding the deep breath, right hand could press into the mat. You could reach for the top of the mat or around to the small of the back. Again, squaring the hips. Inhaling to create space, that length. Then exhaling for the twist. 2 more breaths here. On the very bottom of that breath, press into the right hand. Inhale, unwind, reach up. On the exhale, plant the hand, roll through the shoulder. Coming to standing on the knees. Knees at hip distance apart. Option to be kneeling onto a blanket for more cushion. Tucking the toes under. Check in with the heels. Make sure they're not splaying out nor falling in. As we place the hands onto the sacrum, as if you think of back pockets in jeans, squeeze the elbows together, opening the heart, coming into our camel pose. Now taking this very gently, very mindfully. We do not want to overdo it in the body. As you start to press the hands into the hips, inhale to lift the chin, lift the chest. We start with this lift, and as that feels good, you can press into the sacrum with the hands. Continue putting effort into lifting up, 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 then leaning back. That feels good. Option to grab onto the heels, opening into the heart. Gaze can come back behind you only if you're ready. Do not decompress the lower back. Do not compress the lower back. You know, 1 more breath here. Let it out. Pressing back into the hands. Inhale as you slowly bring it up, tabletop. Hands below shoulders, knees under hips. Barrel rolls with the spine. Meeting back into center, coming into your comfortable seat. It's letting us share a few breaths here together, just noticing the shift that you have created. Placing the hands over the heart, or maybe left hand onto the heart, right hand onto the belly. Noticing the quality of each breath. Maybe the warmth in the body, the greater awareness. As we lengthen in the spine, roll the shoulders down and back, little tuck to the chin. Release the hands to the side. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, guide the hands to heart center. Chin slightly tucked. Let us share one breath together. Let it all out. Join me as we inhale all the way up. Hold it at the top. Bring in a little bit more, a little bit more. One more sip, then let it go. Lukasamasta sukino bhavantu. May your entire universe be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video or found it at all helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you have other questions, requests, or comments, leave them below, because I would love to know. Mwah.